Rare is delicious. You're wrong, Coma. It's okay to be wrong. Alright, anyway. Here we go.
Shortcut versions online. Let's see how my knife skills are. Let's see how we do with this. And it's better this way. There's something about when you get a really thin slice of beef, when you dip it in the juice, it's really good. This roast was only $5.99 a pound, so it's inexpensive too. Recipe says a 3-pound roast, but I have about almost 6 pounds here. All I did was salt this overnight at a 1 to 1.5% salinity. Okay, I think I did 1.25. So simply, this is almost 3,000 grams, 6 pounds. 1% of that would be 30 grams of salt. Okay, and then 1.25 would be more. So it's about 3 tablespoons of Diamond Crystal Kosher salt. If you use a 3-pound roast, you're going to use 1.5 tablespoons of Diamond Crystal Kosher salt. Nice fat cap. Fat cap is going to give a lot of juice. If you don't have a fat cap, I'll talk about later on what you can do.
It should have a fat cap. It'd be sad if it didn't.
In addition to that salt, I just put on pepper, garlic powder, and onion powder. Okay, just all over it. All right. It's went in the fridge overnight. It dries it out, and the salt more absorbs into the beef. So I took this out now an hour before roasting it. Let's talk about these ingredients. Okay, these are the ingredients for the juice. So I have 4 cups of beef stock, no sodium. Okay, try to use no sodium. It's going to be better because we're going to reduce this later to concentrate it. If you had a salty one and you concentrated it, it will be more salty. I have 2 large onions that I just sliced. I have 2 ounces, quarter cup, 60 mLs of dry sherry. 2 teaspoons of Worcestershire sauce or Worcestershire sauce.
If you're well done in Wagyu, I'm going to cry.
Flour, all-purpose flour. Then a half a teaspoon of onion powder. That's just my oven. I have my oven set to 500 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay? So set it to 500 degrees Fahrenheit. So again, I have half teaspoon of onion powder, garlic powder, and half teaspoon of black pepper. This is all going to be for our beef juice. Our beef, so we're making French dip au jus. Okay? French dip with juice. I have 4 tablespoons of butter. We might not need any of that if we have a lot of fat from our drippings. I suspect we will because we have a nice fat cap. And then we're going to make that really delicious juice, and then we're going to pile that beef, that thin sliced beef, on a hero roll. Now, I only have one because I'm only going to make 1 sandwich for the taste tester. And then I have Swiss cheese, but you can also use provolone cheese, mozzarella, sliced mozzarella, anything you like. If after all that our juice isn't beefy enough, there's a couple things you can do. You can use reduced sodium, better than bouillon beef base. I use this in a ton of recipes. And that's not as salty as this Campbell's
That
beef
is not
consommé.
great. But I mean, if you don't have anything, it's better than nothing.
French dip today, not like a super complicated one with roasting bones or anything like that. If you do want a more complicated one and you want to roast bones and you want to make like a nicer juice, watch my prime rib video. I did all that in that video. But this is simple. This is like for game day, so you want to make this simple. Okay, so my oven is at 500 degrees. There's enough room to accommodate the roast. Okay, I have 2, but you probably have one 3-pounder. Instant read thermometer and an oven-safe digital thermometer. Okay, 2 different things. Have both of them. I recommend both of them. Buy them. You're going to need them, okay? So, because you really want to use this one to double check if you didn't put this probe in right, which I mess up frequently. So if you go through the side here, like this,
I mess it up constantly. It's fine.
Holes every time you slice it. If you go up high, you might hit the top of your rack in the oven. So do whatever you like. Doesn't really matter. These are both exactly the same size, pretty much.
Gets into
Again,
a fat
take
pocket.
it from top to bottom. It's about that much, so we want to go halfway. Right about there.
It just kind of
should read about 45 degrees, which
it's fine.
Is. It's been out of the oven for an hour. 43 degrees. Because my refrigerator is 39 degrees. But I'm telling you, every time I do this with this thermometer, I just never get it exactly right. So I always, once it's telling me like it's getting near, then I always check with this. So we're going to roast this at 500 degrees
I'm drinking the
for
juice.
15 minutes. Fat cap up if you have a fat cap. The juice will go inside the beef. It'll go around, drip off.
Oh, it's so good.
We're going to check this at about 100. When that says 100, I'm going to start checking with this. And then you can cook this to whatever temperature you like. I think the rarer you go, the better it's going to be. If you want it like really rare, cook it 110 to 115 Fahrenheit, okay? That's when you're gonna pull it. 125 for medium rare or 135 for medium. Remember, when you pull it, it's gonna increase temperature a little bit.
I told my friend I want to take my wife to the Caribbean. He said, Jamaica? I said, no. She wanted to go.